I guarantee that this song would be considered a folk song wherever I went in my travels. And I was correct until I hit the town of Glasgow, Scotland. I think there's a couple of Scottish people here tonight, aren't there? Isn't there a Scottish dude here tonight? Yeah. I read the review in the paper the next day, and the guy was unimpressed with a supposed folk song where only one person dies. In the melting snows of Ontario, where the wind will make you shiver, was the month of May up in Georgian Bay, near the mouth of the Musquash River, where the bears prowl and the coyotes howl. You can hear the ospreys scream. Back in '99 we were cutting pine and sending it down the stream. The young Sandy Gray came to go home Bay, all the way from PEI, where the weather's rough and it makes you tough and no man's afraid to die. Sandy came a smiling, 30,000 islands was the place to claim his glory. Now Sandy's gone, but his name lives on. This is Sandy's story. Young Sandy Gray lives on today in the echoes of a mighty yell. Listen close and you'll hear a ghost in this story that I'll tell. Boys, this story that I'll tell. Now Sandy Gray was boss of the men who tossed the trees onto the shore. They'd come and go till they built the flow, 100,000 logs or more. And they'd ride them down towards Severn Sound to cut them up in the mills for timber. And the ships would haul spring, summer, and fall till the ice came in December. One Sabbath day, big Sandy Gray came into camp with a peavy on his shoulder. With a thunder crack, he dropped his axe and the room got a little bit colder. He said, "Come on all you, we got work to do. We gotta give her all we can give her." There's a jam of logs at the little jog near the mouth of the Musquash River. With no time to pray on the Lord's day, they were hoping for God's forgiveness. But the jam was high in the devil's sky. They set out about their business. They poked with their poles and ran with the rolls and tried to stay on their feet. Every trick they tried, and one man cried, "This log jam's got us beat." But Sandy Gray was not afraid. He let out a mighty yell. "I'll be down to break this jam, and it's breakfast in hell, boys. It's breakfast in hell." Alright, y'all still hanging with us? Yeah, it's a good crew, it's a good crew. Alright, everybody's favorite part has arrived, the audience participation part. It's the easiest one ever though. I'm not gonna pull a old Pete Seeger on you and make you learn a whole bunch of words and melody right now and sing along. It's not like that at all. But you do have to have good rhythm. How's your rhythm here in Ashland? Probably pretty good living next to the train tracks there. We're all going to be lumberjacks for the next verse. We've got a big log jam to break down. Need everybody's help. Everybody needs to pitch in on the work gang. It's kind of a heave-ho, kind of chain gang kind of thing. I'm going to start you off and get you guys going, and you keep it going while I sing the verse, all right? Here we go. Home, ah, home, ah. Everybody now. Ah, home. Put your backs into it. Ah, can't hear you. Keep it going now. Ah, Yeah, they struggled on, these men so strong, till the jam began to swing. And they dove for cover to the banks of the river, all except for Sandy Gray. Alright, he can stop now. That was a very admirable job, thank you very much. Alright, before we get into the final few verses of the song, I want to make sure everyone's still with us, because sometimes in some towns, some people are concentrating so hard on their part that they don't hear what happens in that verse. So for those people, we'll do a quick little recap. There's two very important things happen towards the end of the verse there. Good news is we broke the log jam, so we will no longer need your services there. You can relax and have a beer. Now, unfortunately, when the logs all came tumbling down there, Sandy Gray did not make it off in time. Now they held their breath. Now with thoughts of death, they held their breath as they saw their friend go down. They all knew in a second or two he'd be crushed or frozen or drowned. Yeah, they saw him fall, they heard him call just once, then it was over. Young Sandy Gray gave his name that day near the mouth of the Musquash River. But Sandy Gray was not afraid. He let out a mighty yell. I'll be down, we'll break this jam when it's breakfast in hell, boys. Breakfast in hell. No fences and no walls, and if you listen close, you'll hear a ghost down by Sandy Gray Falls. Through the tops of the trees, you'll hear in the breeze echoes of a mighty yell. I'll be damned, we'll break this jam, or it's breakfast in hell.